I think that Trump is misunderstanding kind of the game theory of what he's doing. He's behaving as if, oh, we don't need Europe, we don't need China, we don't need Canada, we don't need Mexico. Like America can do this alone. And I think that it's a misunderstanding of the payoff matrix. I think that he actually doesn't understand that something that all Republican presidents have understood up until this point, which is that America first, you need the alliances in order for, security and American prosperity, that you actually can't go it alone. And you'll see that in economic blowback. You'll see that in political blowback. You'll see that probably in a recession. You'll see all sorts of downstream effects of these policies that I certainly can't even begin to imagine what that's going to look like. But it does come from this misunderstanding of what truly America first would mean.
We're not asking Trump to put anyone other than America first, right? We're saying that, like, a lot of people have this misunderstanding, right? They assume that game theory only applies to zero-sum games. And I guess it's narrowly true that the first problems in game theory concern primarily zero-sum games, but most games are cooperative games, or they're mixed games, right? Where
they're positive sum.
And like the game of like international trade, if my country manufactures autos really well and your country has really nice coffee beans, just based on the factors of production in our respective markets, like we want trade, right? That actually is not zero-sum. Even the prisoner's dilemma, the most famous problem in game theory, is actually about what happens when people cannot cooperate, and it behaves zero-sum because they think they're going to be cheated.
I would even argue, like you said, we're not saying put anyone but America first. Like, in order for America to prosper, you need to coordinate, you need to cooperate, you need to forge alliances. Like, that is the backbone of the global order. And that's why America has been doing so well, because it has had this sort of kind of benign influence and people have built up goodwill, and that evaporates in a second. And then what happens? Right? What happens when you try to be kind of the bully and the person who says, do what I say or else? And people realize, oh, we can't trust you. Right? Now you're actually forcing people into exactly what you said with the prisoner's dilemma, where it's in both people's interests to try to coordinate, but you can't because you think that you're going to be cheated.